Once upon a time, there was a king. He had a minister. The king's minister was very wise. He often used to say that whatever happens, happens for good. Once, the king was cleaning his sword. The minister was also sitting next to him. Suddenly, the sword fell on the king's feet, and one finger of his foot was cut off. Just then, the minister said, "Whatever happens, happens for good." The king was very angry on hearing this. He asked the minister that, "My toy finger is cut off, and you are saying that it has happened for good. What is good in it?" The king got angry and ordered the minister to be imprisoned in jail. The minister did not feel sorrow for this, and while leaving for jail, he again said, "Whatever happens, happens for good." The king was amazed to hear this. He thought that how strange person he is. He is going to jail and saying that whatever happens, happens for good. Anyways, 2 months passed after this incident. One day, the king went for hunting with his soldiers. Riding on horses, they all went inside the dense forest. The king, while chasing a deer, went more into the deep forest and got separated from his soldiers. However, he could not catch the deer, but he lost his way and got lost in the dense forest. When the king realized this, he started looking for a way out of the forest. Suddenly, the king was surrounded by a group of tribals living in that forest. The tribe of those tribals was neither in the king's kingdom, nor did they recognize the king. So they captured the king and took him to their tribe. Those tribals were looking for a human whom they could kill and sacrifice to appease their deity. The king was pleading them to release him, but those tribals did not understand the language of the king. They started playing drums in happiness. They bathed the king, dressed him in new clothes, put a rosary of flowers around his neck, and made him ready to be sacrificed. Just when they were about to kill the king, the head of the tribe saw that one finger of the king's feet was cut off. Seeing this, he ordered all the drums to be stopped and said, "This man cannot be sacrificed because he is incomplete. And if an incomplete human is sacrificed, the deity will become angry instead of being happy." So they decided to leave the king. The king happily returned to his palace. After coming back, he thought that if one finger of my foot had not been cut off, then those tribals would have killed me. It means minister was right. Whatever happened, happened for good. He ordered the soldiers to get the minister out of the jail. He gave him back his minister's position and asked, "Minister, tell me that my finger was cut on that day, and it happened for my good. I have understood this, but you were jailed for 2 months, and you had to suffer so much. What good happened to you?" The minister smiled and said, "My lord, I was your prime minister, and I used to be always with you. Had I been not in jail, then I would have been with you that day also. They left you after seeing your cut off finger. But sir, my body was complete, and if I was with you, they would have definitely sacrificed me. That's why it was good that I was not with you that day and I was in jail. It saved your life and saved my life also. That's why I always say that whatever happens, happens for good." If we see in our lives, we will find that there are times in our life when we feel that something really bad is happening to us, or this should not have happened. But after some time, if we look back, we feel that whatever happened at that time happened for good. In fact, we try to judge each event with our intelligence. But in reality, our intelligence is also limited. We cannot judge fairness or unfairness of an event with our limited intelligence. The whole world is based on karma. He who does good deeds gets happiness, and he who does bad deeds gets sorrow. So if you are going through a sad phase, then always remember that your bad karma is being spent and nature is taking you toward progress all the time by giving you the fruit of your bad karma. This creation has not been created by our enemy. That's why nothing wrong can happen in this world. So remove the thought from your mind that anything bad can happen to you, and always remember that whatever happens, happens for good.